Let's switch straight to athletics and talk about what's happening right there at YABATECH, that is at the National Trials. Now, we hear that Gang James claimed victory in the men's 10,000-meter final at the 2025 National Trials held at YABATECH, Lagos, with an unofficial time of 30 minutes 54.50 seconds. The long-distance runner, who had previously finished 7th in the under-20 CAA 3,000-meter event, delivered a composed and determined performance to finish ahead of a strong field. Yang Felix came in second place, while Boyi David Gang finished third. The race was part of Nigeria's selection process for upcoming international competitions. Now, James's winning time marks a significant personal milestone and underlines his potential as one of the country's emerging endurance talents. Now we have Babatunde Koiki joining us for more on the events going down over there in YABATECH. Tunde, great to have you with us. I'm not going to tell you what somebody said about you looking exactly like an athlete, and they expect you to be running for Nigeria. But of course, it's okay that you are reporting for us at the moment. We also have Jidechi, who is also joining us via Zoom. But tell us, what exactly is going on over there in YABATECH? Because, look, it feels like these athletes are running against time.
Thank you very much, Udoka. I know most times people say I look like a boxer instead of an athlete, so it's good that I also have some kind of sporting merits. But the road to Japan for the World Athletics Championships begins here at the Yaba College of Technology. It'll be the third time that Japan is hosting the World Athletics Championships. In 1991, it was hosted by Tokyo. In 2007, it was hosted by Osaka. Incidentally, on those two occasions, Nigeria didn't win a single medal, but we're hoping that this time the AFN, that's the Athletics Federation of Nigeria, can change what is a sad statistic. But it's going down here at the Yaba College of Technology. Nigeria's finest athletes in track and field are already in the country doing their very best to make sure that on the plane to Tokyo. Just earlier today, we saw the women's
All right, a bit of network glitch. All right, I think the gremlins have crept into the network. But let's go on a quick break to resolve these. When we come back, okay, I hear that Tunde is back with us. Tunde, please go ahead. We had a bit of glitch while you were talking.
Excited to be back here and to look back and see how much I've grown, how much more experience I have, and it's always good to be pushed by CC to do my best. So I'm happy about it.
Okay. Chioma, I have to mention this. Nigeria has record holders, African record holders, you in the discus. There's a Chukwuebuka Enekwenchi. He's the shot put record holder for Africa. How does it make you feel knowing that Nigeria have two of the very best on the African continent when there's also plenty of competition from the likes of the Egyptians and the South Africans?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited. When I first started the sport and started competing for Nigeria, one of my goals was to put Nigeria on the map. We're so well known for our sprints, and we're so well known for like long jump because of SA is such a decorated athlete. So my goal when coming into athletics for Nigeria was to put us on the map and put Africa on the map. So I'm really glad that we both hold shot put area record and now discus area record, and I think it just showcases that we have a lot of talent and we're ready to contend with the world.
Speaking of talent, a lot of people do not know that you're also a qualified engineer. You also work one of the biggest companies in the world. How tough is it, managing both a career in athletics and being a full-time engineer in a major multinational?
Yeah, it's definitely tough. I was a D1 athlete at the University of Maryland. I was studying mechanical engineering while also doing track and field. And then I carried some of those work-life balance and just time management skills into my working career, worked 8 years full-time as a mechanical engineer at Ford Motor Company, and then also additionally was still competing in a professional level. So it takes a lot of time management. It does take away a little bit from my training, but I've been able to still balance it decently. But if any sponsors want to come out, I can focus just on the throws.
Okay, we can do that. But finally, Obi, I have to ask you as well, what are your aspirations going into the World Championship?
Honestly, my aspirations is for Cece and I to make it to the finals for this competition. I think it would be really nice to both represent Nigeria, but also represent us also in the finals going into that competition as well. So I hope we can both be there, and that really is the goal for this upcoming competition.
Okay. We've been speaking of Obi and of course Chioma Onyekwere Leons, who won the discus event and came second respectively. Thank you, girls, for coming through. Always a pleasure to have you.
I have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
I have a question for everyone.
Okay.
Who has bigger arms, us or him?
Has to be you. Has to be you. My arms are nowhere near that of an African champion. But thank you so much for coming through. Always a pleasure to have you guys. Well, so that's how it is here at the Yaba College of Technology, ladies. If you can just leave now. Thank you so much. So that's it, how it's going down at the Yaba College of Technology here. But we also have Charles Ogundiya, who's an athletics writer for New Telegraph as well, and he's been covering the competition as well. Charles, if you can come forward. Charles, nice to see you here at the Yaba College of Technology. What have you made of the competition so far?
Well, it's a good one, and at least we've seen two events, and the 400-meter heats was also happened today, and we're looking forward to seeing more of our athletes. You know, we are always good in quarter miles and stuff like that. The only thing I was missing today is just the fact that we didn't have the 3 musketeers here today. That's Ashley joining the 2 other girls, and like the 2 of them have shown so far in the last few years that they are here to compete, and going forward, we are looking forward to what they can do at the World Championship in Tokyo. The last time they all competed here was Road to Tokyo. Now we're having another Road to Tokyo. This time World Championship. The last time was Olympics. So we're waiting for who will qualify, who will make it to Tokyo, and see how Nigeria can perform over there.
But in the sprints, there's likes of Koinsola Jai is here, Ife, I beg your pardon, Enoch Adegoke is also here as well, Favor Ashe is here as well, and there's also, of course, women's 100 meters hurdles, world record holder Toby Amuson is here as well. So it's looking good for Nigeria in the sprints. But do you think we can see any
Okay. All right. I still got Jidechi on standby, and of course, we're still looking forward to seeing more of these athletes. Okay, we heard that Tunde is back. Go ahead.
How they can push those. Yes, we have favorites already, like we mentioned. Koinsola have done sub 10 back to back, and we have yes. So Favor Ashe is getting back to his feet. We have Olympian Enoch Adegoke, who has been to the final of the Olympics. So let's see what all of them can do this time around. Alabakintola too, but we have the people who are the so-called top athletes coming around. So, but the most important thing is getting it done there and taking it to the championship in Tokyo, because that's the most important thing. You can as well do all your races here, and then if you are not,
if you can't do it on the big stage, it doesn't count for anything. Charles Ogundiya, chief writer for New Telegraph, has also been here with us at the Yaba College of Technology, watching all the proceedings that have been going down at the national trials for the World Athletics Championships. It's still day 1, plenty to come on day 2 and day 3. We'll be bringing you all the action here on News Central TV. And it's back to you guys in the studio.
The last question before I let you go. Any signs, any updates? Because before this, we heard that the news was that we're not sure if we're going to have Favor or Philly. But is there any reports, any updates about Favor or Philly attending this one?
You know, that's a very interesting question, and nobody has been able to answer that so far. We're still waiting to hear conclusively if she would be here at YABATECH to compete for a place on the Nigerian team, but it is still one of the most closely guarded secrets here in Yaba. Will Favor Philly be part of the trials here? And we're still waiting if she shows up. But if she shows up, it will be a big indication that maybe things are not as they seem, and there's still hope for Nigerian athletics.
All right, so thank you very much, Babatunde Koiki, for your time. I will look forward to more updates coming all the way from YABATECH. Always a pleasure with the reports that you bring to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Jidechi, you heard it. No signs of Favor or Philly right there. But what do you think? Do you think she might show up, or we should just forget about Favor or Philly and the fact that she'll be representing Turkey?
Udoka, I think at this point we need to see things from a different perspective, and that would have to be Favour Philly's perspective. This is not a time to be looking at things from a patriotic side of things. I think we need to get emotional a little bit about the situation. It's a very delicate situation. I want to imagine it's your family member. I want to imagine it's your friend. If we had that close connection to Favour Philly, I think the question should be, what kind of advice would we be giving Favour at this time after she had to have heartbreaks by patronizing with the Nigerian athletics industry, and what she has actually experienced at the highest of high levels by being called a Nigerian athlete? I think when we look at it from this point of view, from Favour's point of view, I think we know the answer to what we are asking. If it was Favour, if Favour was our sister, if she was a close friend, what do we think we would be telling her at this point? I very much doubt it would be that she should stick with Nigeria, if I'm being very honest with myself. And that's the point of view I would like to look at it from. We could all, I mean, every other day we could look at it from the point of view of patriotism. Oh, Favour, she's Nigerian, stick with it, things will be better, but we've been here a million times. We can go as far back as the 90s. I've forgotten her name, Sarah, one of the very good athletes of back then that switched to running for Bahrain, and there was another story of someone that also switched to Spain. I've forgotten these names, but these are not things that happened in the past 5-6 years. These are things that happened almost 20 years ago or over. And it's sad when this type of things happen. I think we need to discuss better about how athletes should be treated better than athletes that switched allegiance. Many times these are athletes that have been pushed to the wall. It's always never good to hear things like this. But however it turns out, if Favour eventually comes, I mean, Favour is currently in her prime. It's a win for Nigeria, but at the end of the day, I think right now she's looking for a win for herself. And however it pans out, we should stand with Favour.
All right, indeed, we will stand with Favour, whatever decision, whatever final verdict is to be coming from Favour or the Athletics Federation of Nigeria. But we're looking forward to an update to see if she would come represent Nigeria or not.